a country in the very heart of Europe, a few hours by air or rail from Berlin, Paris, Kiev, Vienna, and Prague. Historically, Poland served as an important hub of trade and commerce. The multicultural and multi-religious Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth attracted merchants from all around Europe. It boasted one of the largest fairs and one of the oldest parliamentary cultures in Europe. Its lifestyles, architecture, both the cities and the countryside, reflected a culture where many groups interacted at the intersection of cultural and intellectual currents of the continent and the early modern world. When the strength of the Commonwealth began to falter in the 18th century, the May 3rd Constitution gave the country a great modernizing impulse. It was the first modern constitution in Europe and the second only after the U.S. Constitution. Let us begin our journey in Warsaw, our fearless capital, a bustling modern city with incredible history. You can embark on the royal trail to follow the footsteps of one of the authors of the May 3rd Constitution, the last king of Poland, Stanisław August Poniatowski. In the magical Łazienki Park, you can enjoy a Chopin concert en plein air in the summertime. Warsaw is home to many excellent museums. The Warsaw Rising Museum tells the tragic, compelling story of our brave city during World War II. The Poland Museum is a world-class institution and cultural center presenting 1,000 years of the history of Polish Jews. Let's now travel to Kraków, the old capital of Polish kings, a genuine mix of cultures and traditions where history and magic are hidden in every stone. Poles, Jews, Austrians, Germans, Ukrainians, and many more nations have created the unique character of the city and walked through its storied squares and streets. The city inspired the minds of poets, including Nobel Prize winners Wisława Szymborska and Czesław Miłosz, writers like Stanisław Lem, and world-class composers the likes of Krzysztof Penderecki. You cannot leave Kraków without seeing Leonardo's Lady with an Ermine in the beautiful new building of the Princess Czartoryski Museum. But Kraków is also a great place where tradition meets modernity, having become a leading European hub for modern services. Combining tradition with an innovative touch is a shared, visible trait of Polish cities. Creative Łódź is the home of the film school, world-renowned for its cinematographer alumni in Hollywood, including Witold and Piotr Sobociński, Sławomir Idziak, and Dariusz Wolski. The seaside city of Gdańsk is the birthplace of the Solidarity movement. The nostalgic Emigration Museum in Gdynia, a modernist gem of city planning, is a must-see. The museum tells the compelling stories of Polish immigrants, many of whom were ancestors of the present-day American Polonia. Its headquarters is situated on the former Marina station, a great example of how Polish architecture has successfully embraced modernism. Many of Poland's cities emerged from World War II significantly destroyed or, like Warsaw, reduced to ruins. The rebuilding effort post-World War II and the architecture that emerged thereafter, particularly after 1989, allowed Polish cities to become a unique blend of styles that reflected Poland's connection to its past and its growing role as a hub for commerce and cultural exchange in the heart of Europe. The last 3 decades in particular saw the cityscape quickly change, including the construction of new public utility buildings, helping Poland to find a prominent place on the architectural map of Europe, and to create new cultural architecture with the help of European Union funds and in step with Poland's evolving economy and growing role in the region. Polish cities are truly sites of great international modern architecture. The Manga Museum of Japanese Art and Technology in Kraków, designed by Arata Isozaki, was the first object, after 1989, designed by an architect of international renown. The new Szczecin Philharmonic, created by Estudio Barozzi Vey in 2015, and awarded the European Union Prize for Contemporary Architecture, is also an excellent example of this ongoing transformation. Likewise, great works by Polish architects, sustainable public utility buildings such as the Warsaw University Library, designed by Marek Budzyński and Zbigniew Badowski, and the National Polish Radio Symphony Orchestra in Katowice, designed by the Tomasz Konior Studio, offer a rethinking of public spaces in some of the largest cities in Poland, creating new hubs for culture, learning, and commerce. Polish design has been taking the world by storm, retaining the relationship with its great traditions and charting new territories in relation to modern production, ecology, and art. One of Poland's largest exports, furniture, reflects these great traditions. From icons of mid-century modern design created by Roman Modzelewski, Jerzy Sołtan, Lubomir Tomaszewski, products by Chmielów and Bolesławiec, to Polish designers working around the world today, such as Oskar Zięta, Karol Murlak, Tomek Regalik, and many others. Polish design can be found in domestic and office spaces throughout the world. Polish designers transform the virtual world too, through many outstanding game companies. Poland has 440 such companies and 480 game premieres a year. These electronic works of art draw on Poland's rich cultural reserves. The Witcher, a series that has sold 50 million copies worldwide, is based on a book series of the same name by Polish fantasy writer Andrzej Sapkowski. The majority of games produced in Poland are exported abroad and enjoyed by players around the world. Polish video games reach beyond entertainment. The 2018 edition of Games for Impact was the first event of its kind in Central and Eastern Europe, focusing on social impact games that serve as humanitarian and educational tools. Poland has always been strong in STEM education, and higher education institutions in Poland offer more than 60 degree courses related to video game development. It's not only Poles who attend these institutions. An increasing number of foreign students are interested in studying in Poland. Universities such as the Jagiellonian University, the Warsaw University of Technology, excellent universities of science and technology in Kraków, and the Poznań University of Medical Sciences, among others, host the largest number of foreign students in the country, the majority of whom hail from Ukraine, Belarus, Spain, and Turkey. Poland can be proud of a number of technological and scientific breakthroughs. Polish scientists from the Institute of Electronic Material Technology launched an industrial technology for producing large sheets of graphene. The Institute's scientists have discovered a new use for graphene foil, magnetic field sensors perfect for electric vehicles. The innovation could find a home in products in a variety of industries which rely on work in high temperatures, such as electric car engines, metrology, mining, industrial automation, or even military equipment. On the transportation front, Poland is also one of the leading electric bus manufacturers in Europe and producers of lithium-ion electric car batteries, supplying well-established motor companies such as Ford. Experts at the National Center for Nuclear Research carry out research in the areas of nuclear physics, cosmology, and particle physics. The center is a major global manufacturer of radiopharmaceuticals, which are radioisotopes bound to biological molecules able to target specific organs, tissues, or cells within the human body. The major innovative biopharmaceutical companies on the Polish market conduct groundbreaking research with applications in cancer treatment, neurology, and inflammatory diseases. Polish companies are credited for producing detectors for the Martian Curiosity rover, the main instruments on the American probe InSight, and the elements of robots that will be used during the Mars sample return mission. Our cooperation with the space agencies of other countries, including the US, is robust. Recently, Poland signed an agreement to cooperate on a NASA heliophysics mission, the Interstellar Mapping and Acceleration Probe. The agreement will allow the Space Research Center of the Polish Academy of Sciences to design and build one of the probe's instruments, the Global Solar Wind Structure, as well as provide ground support and personnel necessary to support the instrument and the science team. Polish scientists scale the outer rims of space, but let us not forget about the basics. Food! When we think about home or when we ask our American friends about their best Polish memories, what usually comes to our mind? Delicious Polish cuisine, naturally. And there is so much more than famous pierogi. Tasty and healthy soups, organic veggies and fruits, natural cheeses and wines, beers, meads, flavorful spirits, river fish, and hundreds of incredible varieties of bread. In Polish cuisine, too, you can rediscover traces of our history and the culinary traditions of the many ethnicities that influenced multicultural Poland. For pierogi lovers, there are dozens of options too, from the most popular varieties that include sauerkraut, forest mushroom, quark cheese, and potatoes, to more sophisticated fillings with duck meat or fish, or with surprising summer variations of seasonal fruit, such as strawberries, blueberries, or anything that suits your taste buds' fancy. During the summertime, there's nothing better for breakfast than a cup of coffee and a warm, fresh blueberry bun served in a cafe in Kraków. Or perhaps a cupful of a local specialty, kwaśnica soup, on a cold September day in Zakopane. Where does this tasty food all come from? The secret lies in Poland's natural agriculture. Sprawling lowlands far from the cities allow for natural farming, and small beekeeping farms that dot the countryside specialize in organic honey readily available in every food market. When we get up from behind our desks, we love to get moving and explore the great outdoors. What's better than a trail run on Połonina Meadows in the Bieszczady Mountains or sailing on the lakes of Masuria? Interestingly, this healthy trend is intertwined with Polish industries and services. Did you know that Poland is one of the best producers of luxury yachts, revolutionizing the world boating industry with modern technology and design? Poland's yacht industry is one of the biggest in the world, exporting 95% of manufactured boats. Being close to nature is a way of life for many Poles. A seaside with the biggest sand desert in Europe, a land of 1,000 lakes in the northeast, the Biebrza River and Białowieża ancient forest with their incredible fauna and flora, mountains for hiking, perfect movie filming locations, and stargazing in Bieszczady National Park. If you're looking for new additions to your travel bucket list, Poland has you covered. We've returned to Warsaw, now home of the European Union's tallest skyscraper, the Warsaw Tower. The new Warsaw cityscape stands as a testament to Poland's vast modernization efforts and is a sign of the path that we've been on as a country for several decades. We can't wait to see you there soon.